Okay, so today we're gonna answer one of the most frequently asked questions that I get, and that's how did I end up with these very sought after stainless steel sports watches? Whether you're trying to get a Royal Oak, a Submariner, or an Overseas, there is no secret code or method, and I wouldn't call this a guide by any means. I don't want to teach anything. I'm not even sure if it'll work. This is just me sharing my personal experience as someone who actually managed to pick some of the watches up, opposed to someone who merely likes to speculate and talk about them. I think experience videos are a lot more helpful anyways, and most of what I'm going to talk about are things that you guys probably know. So when I thought about my experience of picking up each of these watches, it got narrowed down to 4 basic steps, because they're not really supposed to be done sequentially, and I don't even know if they're going to work. Number 1, find a boutique that's actually willing to help you, because we all know that there are some boutiques that will say they'll try to get you a piece but really aren't. I don't know why some stores do that. It would be much more helpful if they just said that you can't get this watch. Maybe they don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't know. I guess one way to tell is if you gave them your information a couple of times and when you ask them to check it in the system, they don't find anything. If you gave them your name and other information over 3 times and it was never put into the system, that's a good sign that you should find another store. Next, or number 2, you should try to show genuine interest in that piece. Despite how it seems, a lot of stores do want to give clients who really want the watch and not to someone who's trying to make a quick profit by flipping it. The boutiques that I frequent and have gotten allocations from are genuinely really happy to see me enjoy the watches. Whenever I got a new watch, my face would instantly glow up and I can feel that energy resonating with them. Cheesy and tacky, but that's kind of how I feel and how I see it. But of course, not all boutiques will be like that. It could be as short as, here's your watch, thank you so much, see you later, and you wait for the next piece. Now before we continue, I want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community of thousands of inspiring classes ranging from photography, illustration, freelancing, product design, and much more. New classes are launched each week and they're also ad-free for you to stay concentrated. Maybe you want to learn how to take better watch photos for Instagram or start a YouTube channel kind of like mine. There's classes for all of that on Skillshare. There's also classes like John Karsavev's How to Design, Manufacture, and Build a Brand for anyone that's looking to start their own watch company. He goes over everything you need, like finding manufacturers, designing a case, handling the finances, and marketing logistics. So you can start your own watch business or YouTube channel kind of like mine by taking a class for it on Skillshare. The first 1,000 people to use the link on my description box or my code will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. If you want to support my channel, please do give it a try. It's free. Thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, which helps me make videos for you guys. The next advice, or number 3 I guess, would be to try to solidify your interests further. It's as simple as making frequent visits to the store, shooting them a text message every now and then, to show them that you're serious and that you understand that it might take a while. But of course, the biggest thing would be to not be annoying. Please don't be annoying. That's probably the worst way to try to get a watch. Just imagine if you were in their shoes and you had a client or potential interested buyer shooting you a message every other week or every single day asking when their watch is going to come in. Of course, nice people will take those questions and inquiries and revert back to them with positive responses. But if I was working at a Patek or AP or Rolex boutique and someone did that to me, I would probably... yeah. And with that in mind, the next step would be to wait and forget about it. Thinking about it all the time isn't going to make time go faster or the watch to come sooner. From my experience, watches always tend to come when I don't think about them for a while. And of course, wait times will vary. The VIPs will get their pieces faster than you do. And it sucks, but you need to kind of understand that's how things work. It sucks. Definitely, it sucks. but it makes sense. And it's not only about watches. If I was running a coffee shop and there was someone who came to my store every morning versus someone who's just passing by on vacation, without me even knowing, I would probably be more friendly to my daily customer. The point is that I'm not a VIP at any of the boutiques that I go to, so I understand that it would take a while for me to get any watch these days. Again, it sucks, I agree, I feel you, but that's just how I do things. I don't see a point in getting upset about it, and I try to understand it and just be patient. In simpler terms, I don't about it. And with that last statement, that's pretty much how I ended up with these watches. I didn't about it. It takes a while, but when you find a boutique that's willing to help you, you show your genuine interest and you just wait, things will happen. May happen, because this is just what happened from my personal experience. By the way, I'm still looking for decent filming spots throughout this office. And I think this one came out pretty cool, so from time to time I'll switch things up. And there will be people who think that this video was a complete waste of time, and I kind of agree, because it's not like I said anything that was unheard of. But I still think that videos like this could be insightful to those who think that popular watches are impossible to get. And some of them are, because in my mind, a ceramic open work perpetual calendar Royal Oak is impossible to get. This whole process is really a journey where 95% of it is just about waiting. Every day I see people posting online that they got their Rolex or some other watch that's difficult to get without any type of buying history. So to me, either they're all lying or it's a very possible thing. What I like to think and tell other people is that you have to start somewhere. Of course, it's easier said than done, and there's going to be people who say that it's easier for me because I have some type of buying history, which is true. I'm not gonna lie that it doesn't help. But there was also a point where I didn't have any buying history and had to make my way in somehow. But I also want to share a different perspective or story about the other popular watches that I got for under retail price. A very easy example would be the Rolex Submariner. I picked this one up around 2015, 2016, and at the time, they weren't really all that popular or hard to get because there was a bunch of them available. Less demand, more stock, and as a result, it was possible to get them with a discount. And even closer, the overseas that I picked up, I got this less than 2 years ago, and I still got it for under retail because it also wasn't as popular. You could visit a boutique and request one and it will be with you within a few weeks even. Or some models like the silver or black dials will be on display. Now, something that I strongly believe in is to try to not realize you like a watch after it gets popular. I guess to clarify, once something gets popular, a lot more people are going to talk about it, and as a result, you're going to see it more and you're probably going to think about it more. And during the process, you're probably going to realize whether or not you like the watch or not. It doesn't matter if you actually like the watch or if you're just following the hype. By then, you're too late and it's going to be difficult to get that watch. So try to do the realization or discovery part of you actually liking that watch and wanting to buy it before the watch gets popular. And that's by just looking at watches and doing your own research instead of relying on social media to introduce a new watch for you. Try not to be the person who's like, I don't know if I like this watch or not. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Then see a post by Hodinkee and then realize, yeah, I really like that watch now. But you're too late. If you didn't wait for some type of assurance provided by a social media post or article, you could have gotten that watch before it got popular and before the prices skyrocketed. And that's what happened with me and the overseas, because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it as much, but based on the specs and everything that I've seen about it, it seemed pretty clear that this would be something I'm into. If I waited for some article or video to confirm the thoughts I had about the overseas, then it would have been too late. I wouldn't have been able to get this watch and be very sad about it because I knew I wanted it before it got popular. So that's about it. I hope you found this video to be helpful if you're wondering. And if not, I'm sorry for wasting your time. But there were so many questions that I feel like it would have been easier for me to just post a video about it opposed to answering the same thing every single day. I don't know if you can tell, but the office is still a mess. I'm not done or close to finishing it. I don't even know what stuff I need to get. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see a studio tour. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.